topic, which talks all about God of War. We have some pretty great news for God of War, I think, to go over here. First of all, we have the different graphic modes that are going to be available. Reading from Push Square, they say Sony has today allowed media outlets to share a sneak peek at the first 5 hours of God of War Ragnarok, but given how all anyone wants to talk about is frame rates at the moment, we figured it best to share what the game has to offer on PS5. There are 2 graphical modes to choose from, but 2 more available if your TV set has HDMI 2.1 compatibility. So we're looking at the resolution mode, which is 4K resolution at a locked 30 FPS, favor performance, which is locked at 60 FPS. It will obviously still be 4K, but likely a dynamic 4K resolution. Then they have favor resolution high frame rate. So you're looking at 4K resolution at a locked 40 FPS, and this requires your TV to support HDMI 2.1. And then they have favor performance high frame rate, where it targets 120 FPS. Again, your TV needs to support HDMI 2.1. So this was kind of a surprise. I think that we all obviously expected a dedicated 60 FPS performance mode for God of War Ragnarok, but hearing that they're going to offer not only a 40 FPS mode, but a 120 FPS mode is very impressive, and I think a lot of people are very excited about that. So let me know down in the comments below which mode you're going to be playing God of War Ragnarok in. Next up, I want to briefly give you an overview of what's being said about the first 5 hours of God of War Ragnarok. There are no spoilers in what I'm going to be talking about, and it will be brief, but I just kind of want to let you know the gist of what's being said. Simply put, people are very much impressed with God of War Ragnarok. And there are 2 quotes from VGC in particular that I want to highlight because honestly, they do get me very excited. Quote number 1, they say whether it's a consequence of the much improved performance or the larger pool of moves, combat feels much better than the first game, especially when you compare what combat options you had at your disposal at this point in each journey. So that gets me very excited because this is something that I think a lot of people are going to be looking forward to, and it's something that I've heard talked about multiple times from multiple different outlets, that being just how much better the combat is this time around, much earlier in the game.